So I thought I'd try something just a little bit different that sort of references my Taino heritage. I'm half Puerto Rican, which means I'm Taino, but I don't know. It's out of my comfort zone, so I can't say. You know what? Let's get to putting this tea drop in our tea mug so we can get started. Little heart. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug says that's what I do. I drink and I know things. This was a gift from Christmas 2019. We didn't do much of anything last year, 2020. But we did have some fun in 2019. And in our That's What I Do mug is the last of the tea drop sampler box that I purchased. This is the Aloha Pineapple Chamomile tea drop. I think I saved it for last because I was like, okay, pineapple. Let's see, where are the ingredients? Find me. There we go. This has raw sugar, pineapple powder, chamomile powder, and pineapple extract, which does not sound like a tea to me. There's no tea in there. And there's been a couple of them like that. There's no tea. So they're an interesting way to have quote-unquote tea, but I probably won't be repurchasing anything from them. They had a couple of interesting flavors, but powder isn't a tea. I think it's more like a chai drink than a tea. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a sip. I'm not seeing any, I didn't put it inside a steeper, and I'm not seeing any leaves or anything on top because there's powders. But we'll give her a sip and get started. That is interesting. It's not horrible. Not getting a whole lot of pineapple. And unlike other things, because it's already a powder, it's not going to steep. It's not going to get stronger. But maybe I will change my mind or rethink it when it cools off a bit. We'll see. Sometimes that changes the flavor a bit. Anyway, so today we are shopping our stash for February 2021. Where did January go? As usual, I'm going to go through my basket and my drawers before I turn you all around and we start getting into the drawers and picking some things out. There are a few new things in the drawers, stuff that I just got. There's a couple new things in the basket that will probably be going into the drawers. So let's just go ahead and get started. So in here I have a ColourPop Blippi. This has got a 9 from 2019. Means it's well past its date. I did use it earlier. I'm going to see if if there's another one like this or something in a similar color. ColourPop is making me have issues right now. But I also used the sugar one. This is all on an earlier look. The sugar one, I don't really need. Neither. This one will go back in for now. I'm not noticing any issues with it, but I suspect I'll be seeing some soon if I don't use it up. Really working on using it up. So that's going to stay, even though it's going to stay in here for the moment. My NYX Sweet Cheeks was in there. This is going to be taken out of my stash. Almost everything in my basket right now is YC collection. I have the foundation. I need to start using this because I know I got this. I don't know if I got this in early 2020 or if I got it in 2019. Had to be 2019 because I bought the powder and I really like the powder, and so I got a big one of the powder. So I need to start using this one up. I need to convince myself to use it. I just got this highlighter. I just got this bronzer. Those will both go in. They are not in now. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to move you guys. Put you back. Let's see. What else is in here? This is the YC Collection Brow Gel. That's going to go in. I'm enjoying that. Let's see. I'm still trying to use up this scone, so that will stay in there. And I'm still working on using up this Zoeva, so that will stay in there. I just got this Uoma mascara. I like it, but I have several others I need to use first. So I did mark it. It's got 3 months, probably closer to 4 or 5, but it won't go in there for now. All right, so that is pretty much everything that was in my stash. There's gonna be a lot of Uoma. The powder will not be going in. I'm still trying to use up that other powder. All right, so that is it. We have this one and this one also that I'm trying to use up. As you can see, one has a pink label, so I'm trying to get it used up. So far, not noticing any issues with it, but it will still be in there, even if you don't see it at the end of the video when we go through the drawers as they're done. So that is stuff. There's not much in there that I'm taking out, just the blush palette. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been thinking about rehoming the blush and the highlighter palettes from NYX. I enjoy them, but I'm not gravitating to them as much as I used to. Maybe I should keep them in to try to use them up. All right, so this is our eye stuff. This has my Mama Sita and my eyeliners. These all need to stay in here. They've all been marked, I believe. Yeah, they've all been marked. So these all need to get used up there. I've been saying I got this in November. And I've been saying for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, okay, this is almost gone. This is almost gone. And it keeps on going. Another one that was in November. So all of these are things that I need to keep and use up. They all have limited shelf spans, so they got to stay there, unfortunately. Lipsticks. These are same thing. They've all got to stay. I'm still working on my Kaleidos thing. I will say, I think last month my biggest problem was I had too many things in there that I was testing. I had the Kaleidos, I have the Moira, I had, I think I had some Essence and stuff like that. Too many things. So we're going to try to remove some of the stuff we're testing. But this stuff is all going to stay here because these are all things, almost all things that I need to get through. 2 of them have pink labels. 1 of them has no label and probably should be considered done fairly soon. And the others either are from very early in 2020. I've only got 1 from October, and that's the Kaleidos. So I need to go through those, or I need to get rid of them very soon because they are definitely at shelf expiration date. Basics drawer. So basically, most of this stuff is staying in. This is from last year, so I can continue to use it. I have been mixing it with this Fab when I do use it. Didn't use it today. Used another one that I ended up doing for a brand I did a review on. That should be posting soon. So I'm going to keep these 2 in there. I am still working on getting rid of this Milani. Going to keep that in there. I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown out for now. I don't need that. I'm going to take the Tarte out for now. Don't need that. I need to keep that in there. I need to use that up. So, because this is just over a year old. We'll see how it works. See if it causes any itching or anything, it's going to be done. We'll take it. It may end up being gone before the end of the month. We'll see. We'll see. So next we have my blushes, highlighters, and bronzers drawer. I am going to take the NYX Strobe of Genius. This is no longer available. I was really kind of surprised, at least not like this. They had a second palette like this that came and went even quicker. But I'm going to take this out. Like I said, I'm thinking about finding a good home for these. I enjoy them. They're actually very nice. I'm just not gravitating towards them that much. I did use them quite a bit while they're in my drawer, but there's just other stuff I like more now. So I don't know. I'm going to have to think about what to do about those. Then I have my Alamar Palettes. Going to take the bronzer one out. First of all, I have the Charisma, and then I have one from YC Collection that I'm really enjoying. Was playing around with it for a video that's coming up soon, like I said. And I'm going to put that in there, and those 2 should keep me covered. So I'm going to take the Alamar one out. going to go ahead and take this out for now. I'm going to find 2 or 3 shades of individual blush. That's what I'm going to do. I really like the Alamars, so I'm going to keep the Kaleidos Charisma in there. Between that and the YC, I should be fine on that. And I'm keeping the Kaleidos Star Surfer in there, highlighter. Now we come to palettes again. Like I said, there was just way too much in here that I am testing out and playing around with and all that stuff. And I'm going to take a bunch of these out. Keeping in the Moira. Both Moiras are staying. Taking out the Ciate. I actually did not use this even once. So, yeah, it needs out. I have 2 that I'm going to be testing, and I want to actually get a new palette. And I'm thinking if I have 1 or 2 that I'm testing, 1 or 2 brands that I'm testing, then an older palette I need to use up, and a brand new palette that I want to play with. I think that'll be more than enough palettes for me in the future. This one isn't calling me right now. Like I said, it's a beautiful palette. I've obviously played with it a little bit, but I did not pull it out. I think I pulled it out to look at it and see if it had something in it that I wanted, and it didn't, so it's just going to go for right now. I'm going to give this shade DJ. It's a Super Shock Shadow. Again, I think I used it maybe once. It's a beautiful shade, but I never, ever reach for it. Ever. Never. Ever. Didn't reach for it all month. It sits over here. It just sits. I never reach for it. So that's going to go to my daughter, I think. And then I have these 2 e.l.f. mini bites. One of them is fairly new and just got put in. And the other one I've used a few times, but I'm taking them both out right now. Like I said, way too many palettes that I'm playing around with. I will say the e.l.f. mini bites are pretty good. I actually really like them. I also have this Moira. I think I mentioned it. This is going to stay. That is going to stay. All right, in my bottom drawer, I have my Violet Voss Pro. I've used this a few times, but it's going to get put away. I have another old palette that I want to pull out. This Essence is going to get put back into my testing drawer and be put away. Just not going there right now. And I'm keeping the Kaleidos, and I'm going to try to play with it with a new attitude about it. Someone mentioned that these particular shades are more like pastels. So I think I need to treat them like pastels. Before I was trying to treat them like they're supposed to be these really highly pigmented because they're purples and colors and whatever. But they're right. These colors are fairly light. And I was struggling to get them to work on my skin the way I want. If I perceive them as pastels and compare them to other pastels, it'll be easier than comparing them to some of my other bold, bright type stuff. But this is going to stay. So I'll be testing the Kaleidos and the Moira. I've already done the YC collection stuff, so I don't even have to worry about that. So those are the 2 I'm trying to get to, is the Kaleidos and the Moira. So we have everything out of the drawers. I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff away. Then we'll turn you around and go ahead and look in. There's new stuff. We're going to look in the drawers over here and start pulling some new stuff out. Be right back. So we are going to start in this top drawer. I put some of the Mamacitas away. I want these melts. So those are going in. I tried these, I believe, in a Bright Ladies. It isn't up yet, but you'll see it, and it's beautiful. So I want to play with those some more. They're gorgeous. One is matte and one is shimmer. And, of course, I can grab anything else from there. All right, so next thing I need is blush and maybe another highlighter. So for blush, I purchased another version of the Carity Blush Balm. This one is in the burgundies. Can I open you? Open sesame. We're going to put that in there. So I'm going to put that in. And then I need something a little tamer. Let's see. You know what? We'll go with the e.l.f. I like the e.l.f., so we'll go with the e.l.f. She's not bright. So between the blush balm and the YC collection, I have 2 highlighters. I can probably pick out one more. and not overwhelm my stuff too much. I liked these. I was really surprised. I think I'll go with that dusty pink one. This is the Nyx Born To Glow. This is in the shade Eternal Glow. It's got a pinky or a coppery cast. So we'll put that in there. There's our blushes. Alright, so like I said, I do not think I need a bronzer. Sorry. Fingers. So there we go. Like I said, I do not think I need a bronzer. I also am still trying to finish that one powder. Not getting into my lip pencils or glosses at this point. I've got way too much I'm trying to work through. Lipsticks. I reorganized that drawer a little bit because we had so many of these stick lipsticks. They just were not fitting. But again, and now this is a mess. Some of these will not fit in here if they're standing up, unfortunately. But we're not going to get anything out of there. I want to get an old palette. I actually have an old palette in mind. Go there. Where are you? Go away. Go away. Getting into my Urban Decay. Oh, baby. There it is, right in front. So I'm going to, for my old palette, I'm going to get this After Dark. We will go ahead and take a look and swatch it and all that stuff later. Let me get this one and put her away. Alright. No ColourPop today. No Hip Dot today. I have this new one from Nomad. Their brand new one. Their Iceland. I'm going to go ahead and take that one out. I'm over paleting again, guys. Alright, so out of the new drawer, there's a lot of new things that have come in. You guys have seen this. This just came in, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it because I am working with another Ace Beauty palette, which I failed to show you at the beginning. But yes, I'm also working on Ace Beauty reviews. So that's 3 reviews. I should try to cut one down, but we are going to go with it. If I don't knock my thing down. So, a friend sent this. Oh, I can't remember the name of the brand yet. Again. But it is a brand that I've been wanting to try. Spoiled Lips. Spoiled Lips Cosmetics. Look at that. So she's a contender. This is the Sakura and Sage from Seraphine Botanicals. I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm going to hold off on the Dreadful. I am looking at either the Mojito or the Mexican Life. There's the Mexican Life. Oh, so pretty. I think we'll pass on that one. So I'm going to pull both of these two up, and we'll see if we can take both or just one in the stash for the month. Door doesn't want to go. There we go. She doesn't close all the way. I don't know why. Too much weight on the back end, I'm sure. Alright, so I think that's it. That's way too many palettes, I can already tell you. But that is literally all I need. Yeah, that's literally all I need. So, I'm going to turn you back around. We will go through what I'm putting in here. And then we will go one more turn around, and I will show you my drawers as they're done. Hello again. Hello again. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, the Ace palette that I've been playing around with, I've actually been enjoying it. I want to take this. Okay, so the Ace palette I've been playing around with is the Oceanic, and I should have mentioned that I was playing around with it. I've been enjoying it. I'm going to go ahead and keep it in, but that puts me at 3 palettes that are already in, and all 3 of them are testers. So, we're going to go ahead and put this one in. This is their Slice of Paradise, same company. 2 palettes is always a good idea to get an idea on a company. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one in. And I can already tell you, I've swatched the yellow, and I was like, yes! Yellows that show up on my skin make me very happy. Got a couple of these. Oops, skipped one. Sutlo, I think I skipped one. So here's knocking stuff over. So here's a couple of swatches from that palette. See? Isn't it pretty? That's nice. That is really pretty. I'm looking forward to playing around with that. So that's going to go in, put in the bottom drawer with the Kaleidos. Putting in the Nomad as a new palette. It's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I've already played around with this a little bit too. Just a little bit. Pick a color. Pick a color. Pick any color. I will take you. I am really enjoying the Nomad palettes. I am thinking about getting the Marrakesh again. That's gorgeous. Of course, I picked all the shiny ones. But yes, that's going in. I played with it once, I think, and I've been wanting to play with it again since. So it's going in. All right, she's in. Clean that up. She's in. All right. And then for our old palette to work on for a little bit is going to be my Urban Decay After Dark. And one of the things that brought this to mind is it came up on my FB memories as something that I had actually purchased a few years ago. I think like 4 years ago, something like that. She is also a really gorgeous palette. It has some beautiful darker colors. Dry off the hand. As well as some beautiful lighter colors. Just gorgeous. I do believe this was right around the time L'Oreal bought Urban Decay. So this is pretty much the older Urban Decay formula. Everything that they've done. Palettes take 2 years, I think, from conception to production. So everything they've done since L'Oreal, the first year or two was stuff that Urban Decay already had in process, I believe. But everything since then, I haven't been happy with most of it. I got the Game of Thrones one. I haven't used it much. The few times I've used it, it's been okay. That is more of a fan type thing to keep. And that's what I'm doing. All right, so let's take a look at these two. So this is the Spoiled Lips. Really want to play with that silver. Some beautiful, interesting colors in here. That's an interesting color. This mint looks like it's going to be pretty if I can get it to work on my skin. And then there is the Beauty Crop Mojito, which I did open on the channel. And it's in one of my indie brand openings. And I just want to play with it. It's some beautiful greens. I don't know what to get. I think I'm leaning towards the Mojito, mostly because I have other colors in those other bright ones. But let's take a couple of swatches here. Like I said, I think I did this on that gold green. That dusty pink probably won't show up, but we'll give her a try. Okay, so this is from Spoiled Lips. A couple of those have skin tone issues. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. But the yellowish, that's a sort of a, it's not a bright yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. And it is showing up, which I wouldn't think it would. So there's that one. And then we have the Mojito, which is all the greens. Let me pick out a couple in here. Minty, Coaster, Cool, Muddle. I want to see what colored Muddle is. I think it's a grayish green. Okay, so I didn't grab anything on the thumb. That's Minty. That's pretty. Keep telling myself I have color. I have color. I have color. What about this color, Juicy? Are you worth it? You may just... we are going to go ahead and play with the Mojito, I think. Like I said, I've got bright colors in the other ones. And in fact, they're more muted bright colors, which kind of works for the season we're going into right now. We're still in winter. They haven't quite hit spring. We don't necessarily need everything being really bright. So we're going to go ahead and keep Mojito. And we're going to put this one away. We'll get to her. All right, so here's our melts. Like I said, I showed them off in a Bright Ladies. That should be coming up soon if it isn't up already. So we're gonna keep those there. You all know my e.l.f. blush. I played around with that before. So I'm gonna throw that in. And this carroty. Let's take a look at this carroty. So I think this mauve and this, it's a lighter pink, but it's not like, whoa. Like if you remember the pink palette, the pink was just bright. It was bright. This is pink, but it's not like Barbie doll. Okay, that's my thing. And I liked the other one. It just, the pink was just so off for me. So these are swatches from that. Oh, that's a pretty color. Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. And then, well, let's compare one of those. Let's take this e.l.f. one. I may need to change. One of those is looking a little, you know, this is more of that dusty. This is a dusty flush of color pink. It actually shows up beautifully on my skin, on my cheeks. It's not swatching well, but it does show up beautifully on my skin. So I'm going to keep that. That makes me happy. I got a blusher. So I've got the Charisma and the other. So this is the Born to Glow. Oh, she's so pretty. There it is on the inside of the lid. Grab some of that. Hello. Aren't you pretty? It's kind of a mauve, coppery mauve color. That is beautiful. That's gorgeous. That is going to be fun to play with in this particular grouping of products that I have. Alrighty, so like I said, some of these things will not be in here, but we're going to get you turned around. We forgot to turn off the overhead, but that's okay. That's okay. I've been washed out this whole time, right? We're going to get you turned around, and we will show you what's going on in my box. All right, as usual, so up top we have the foundations. These two foundations right here, these two NYX foundations I'm using for, well, actually, including the Zoeva too, I've been using as replacements for concealer. They've been working out very, very well. So this is most of our eye stuff. We've got mascara, eyeliner, and the gel liners and stuff. So there's that. Didn't change anything in our lipstick drawer. Trying to get rid of stuff in there. So there's that. Didn't change anything in our base drawer, really. So there's that. All right. So in here we have the Charisma. I have my YC stuff in another box, so they're not over here. I actually can put them in here for you guys to see. Give me a minute. I'm slow. Okay, so if I was going to do this correctly, the YC is up there, would go up there with all of that stuff. That's a bronzer and a highlighter right there. Like I said, that's going to be coming up. One of my Zoevas would still be in there. The powder would not. So that's how that drawer will look when I'm actually trying to use it. And then in this drawer, the Mojito, the Iceland, my Never-Ending Lights that I'm trying to get through. I'm actually pretty close to ready for the Moiras, I think. Haven't been using them as much lately, but they're there. Then my old palette, the After Dark, an Ace Beauté palette, which I'm not going to take it out, but there would be the Oceanic in here as well. My Kaleidos. That doesn't want to go in. Go in, thank you. And then last but not least, the other Moira that I am trying to review. So that is my drawers for the month of February. Let's get you turned around and we will be done. Alrighty, so I really wish I could make this a lot less awkward, but it is what it is, honestly. it is what it is. If I had a better camera and a better setup or all that stuff, it might be easier, but I'm not sure how I could make it too much easier, to be honest with you. I do have to switch things in or out and turn things around. I don't know. I'm thinking the next time, I'm really hoping that this phone lasts a while, and the next time I get a phone, this will stay the recording phone and the other phone I can use as needed. But we will see how that works out. Anyway, that is it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen, please let me know. Let me know what you think of the stash. And otherwise, if you are not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe for me. And when you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday. However, we do have bonus videos, like when I do indie brand openings. The Mojito was an indie brand opening in this last month in January. So that was one. That was one. There were several. I think there were at least 2. And there's another one. There was a hair one too, so there might have been at least 3. So we have indie brand openings, and we also, my son has a box coming in. When I'm filming this is this week. You should be seeing it this week. So it's supposed to be shipping this week. Hopefully it'll be here soon, and all of his adoring fans can finally see him open a new box. Really hoping the box works out. Really disappointed in the whole thing with the t-shirts with my geek box, because he generally liked my geek box, but when all they went to was bobbleheads and figurines, it was done for him. That's not stuff he's into. So hopefully the new box will have the kinds of things that he's interested in, and that is supposed to ship anywhere between, I guess, the 20th, the 15th and the 20th, or the 27th or something like that. So shipping soon, so he will be getting his box, I guess, for February. We were hoping to get the January box, but it's going to be the February box. So you guys will get to see him soon. And if you send anything, well, that is a bonus video as well, unless you don't want me to. If you don't want me to post it on the channel, please leave a note in your package. Or you can join the domytriesthis tries this group. I can talk. On Facebook, and that is listed down below. And you can let me know on there that a package is on its way, and you do not want to be embarrassed by me on the channel, especially since I'm having trouble talking today, and I'm looking a little like a freak. Okay, not so much a freak. I'm trying things. I'm pushing my boundaries. We'll just have to see how it goes. Don't know. Watch my daughters do their amazing things, and I can't do those amazing things, and now I want to learn how to do amazing things, so we'll have to see how that goes. We will. I don't see myself getting nearly as good as either one of them, because I find it hard to push certain boundaries, like most people. Anyway, so if you send anything, like I said, if you don't want it on the channel, just let me know, and it won't be. However, if you want to see any of those, oh, I should also mention, my husband and I have also discussed if we can finagle the finances a bit. We're hearing about more stimulus, if we get more stimulus. We are going to try to do our garden again this year. We skipped last year. The weather was just against us, and yeah, so it was a bad year all around. So this year we're hoping to do it again. I'm going to be looking into new ways of trying to, new containers and new ways of holding them up, because the stuff that I was using before was just, it was problematic for me. It was hard to store. We had issues. Hopefully this summer we can find some stuff that I can use, and we will have gardening videos again. Yes, I missed it so much last year. If you're interested in any of those, you will need to have that bell clicked, because they do not go up on regular upload days. If you are part of my notification squad, please check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, after all of that mess, I would understand. However, you are always welcome back here, and I would really appreciate the help if you would subscribe. I mean, seriously, just help a girl out. We've been in the 620 range forever. Help a girl out. Let people know about me. Subscribe, please. But if you don't, you're welcome to come back again. Like I said, we love having the company. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. All right, so like I said, this is not going to get stronger. It did get cooler, so hopefully I can taste it better. I gotta say, the first sip wasn't bad. I just wasn't getting pineapple. Let's see if we get pineapple now that it's not so hot. Okay, there's something in there. I would not call it pineapple. But it's just something really strange to the flavor of that. We're going to go no with that. So, yeah, I think tea drops. I don't think I'm going to get any more tea drops. I am, however, going to be looking into Adagio again because they have other, beyond the Expanse, they have other places, that they have other books and movies and stuff. So, I'm going to be looking around and possibly picking up some more of theirs. Very interested in that particular, their story or whatever they call it, lines that they have. But tea drops, no, I think we're done with that. Anyway, that's it. Hope you have a good one. Bye.